Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Deals of the Week. This is Rachel with Lo-Casa, and today we are going to be going over a few different opportunities that we think you guys might want to hear about. First couple are going to be takeovers, and they're going to be deals that are within portfolios that have multiple units, where you have the opportunity to pick up more than one if you choose. Things with a proven track record, proven financials. Definitely good for those of you that are just getting into short-term rentals or arbitrage, or maybe you already have a portfolio and you just want something turnkey because you know how much effort it can take to get something going from scratch. So I'm going to first jump into a couple of opportunities that we have out in Scottsdale. Now, majority of the time when we have deals in Arizona, they are single-family homes, but this is a special case because these are actually apartments. So in this deal, there are 2 apartments available, both of them being 1 bedroom, 1 bathrooms in an apartment building with different amenities such as a pool, games, lounge, gym, dog park. I mean, everything that you would want out of a large apartment building. On top of that, these are modern units. They aren't older. They're very well kept, and they both come fully furnished, turnkey, ready to go. This is one of them. And then as you scroll, you'll see some of the amenities like the pool and the gym, and then it goes into the second unit, which you can find right here. Again, both are 1 bedroom, 1 bathrooms. And then the projections that you're going to see through AirDNA are about $39,000 a year per unit. However, we have included a link to the actual financials from the average of 5 units within the last few years. So if you click on this, it'll take you to a spreadsheet where you can see the numbers of how much they were generating and do your own math that way. On average, they were bringing in about $900 in monthly profit. But I would say the realistic amounts after expenses and any other additional items that you may need to pay for, such as additional insurance, a couple of cleaning fees per month, things like that, you're probably looking at closer to $500 to $800 per month. But again, these are totally turnkey units, and at least you know you're getting something that's going to generate profit. So it's going to be 2 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom units available for takeover. You would have to lease it directly from the operator since the building no longer allows new corporate leases, but that would just be a separate agreement that you guys would have in place. The takeover fee is $5,000 per unit, and that does include furniture. The financials are here. You can just click on this link and it'll take you there. And then the monthly rent includes full property management with 24/7 communications, scheduled cleans, maintenance, pricing optimization, handling of resolutions, and more. If you were to do it without management, it would actually bring this overall rent price down. So if that's something that you're interested in and just self-managing, definitely let us know when you inquire. But this location is absolutely the best. It's truly unbeatable. It's right next to Fashion Square. It's walkable Old Town. It basically is an Old Town, but it's a great location. You could literally walk over to the mall, Toca Madera, Nobu. I mean, all the different places that anybody wants to be in Scottsdale. So you really can't beat this location. It's available right away. Ideally, if you did want to start November 1st, you could. Deposit is only $1,000. And then this $2,750 that you see for rent, it's not just the rent or management. No, it includes the permit that is already existing. Obviously, it's not an HOA, it has air conditioning, but it also includes outdoor care. It includes all utilities, Wi-Fi, and a washer and dryer. Of course, as you know, there's amenities within the building, so there's a swimming pool. But the utilities being included and the Wi-Fi in the $2,750 is great. Now, if you scroll down, because most of the monthly expenses are already taken care of in the rent, if you were to remove this, you're looking at close to about $500 a monthly profit, just based off of what AirDNA is showing you. The numbers that you're going to see in the spreadsheet are actually more attractive and they're more accurate. But if you are going off of AirDNA, if you're somebody that likes to go off of AirDNA, the profit that it's showing you after $2,750, which are your monthly expenses, you are looking at $500 a monthly profit. So nice consistent cash flow, especially with slow season just ending in Arizona. This is a great opportunity for you to pick up something at the very, very beginning of high season. So if this is of interest to you, definitely feel free to reach out. We are labeling this as Scottsdale Apartments. So just send us a message, email, text, call, and we'll be happy to assist you. Next, taking it back over to Puerto Rico. As you guys know, we had an entire portfolio available for the last few months. However, it's just recently been executed on contract. So somebody did pick up an entire portfolio of units in Puerto Rico. Now we do have 3 left, with 2 of them actually pending. However, there's 1 more available. If in the event the 2 fall through out of the 3, then you'll definitely be notified if this is a market that you're interested in. But as of now, we do have 1 more available in this building. All of the units are the same that we are offering. $2,100 a month in rent, They're all studio apartments with 1 bathroom. The yearly projections are showing $39,600 via AirDNA, but the actual operators have detailed financial information available for the units, and they're happy to share those once a serious client is ready to be connected. But those financials should show that they're generating around 2 to 3 times the monthly rent. So instead of $2,100 in monthly rent and $39,000 in yearly projections, you're looking at more like $4,200 up to $6,300 in revenue per month, just depending on the month. So that's what you can expect to see if you get connected to the operator and review the financials. Like I said, they're selling a total of 3 units for an amount of 10 to 20K per unit. It's probably going to be on the lower end of 10K since these are studios, but that includes all furniture, systems, future bookings, staff, their brand, etc. So those are all things you have to look forward to. They are available now. This is an old date from when we first posted the entire portfolio, but these 3 just became available recently, with 2 of them being pending and 1 more available. But as you can see here, it's literally right next to the beach. Phenomenal location. We just go into some of the photos. The ones that are available are actually in more modern units. So what you see in these photos, they might be the unrenovated units, but the ones that you'd be getting are newer. Deposit is the same as first month's rent. There's a parking area on site. They are open to longer than 12-month lease. Air conditioning, it's already permitted for short-term rentals. Outdoor care is included. It's in an HOA, but it allows short-term rentals, and there's a swimming pool, so that's nice. It also has amenities. Then if you just scroll down based on the Airbnb projections, even without showcasing the 2 to 3 times monthly rent in revenue, if you just go based off of AirDNA, similar to the last deal that I showed you, and with a 15% monthly buffer, you're looking at almost $1,000 in monthly profit. Almost 50% of your rent is going to be towards profit. So just keep that in mind. This is a great opportunity. So if this is something that is of interest to you, be sure to reach out. You can inquire by saying 𝐵𝐢𝐦𝐞𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐬 in Puerto Rico. Next, we're taking it over to Florida, specifically Pompano Beach. This is out in South Florida, and it is a very attractive deal. So you'll see already it's furnished, and it has over $100,000 in yearly projections with a rent price of $5,500. But if you go through the photos, you can see that it's a nice modern space. It's well designed. Always could use some upgrades, but overall it has everything that you need. Bunk beds, nice shower, and then of course the outdoor area. It has a pool, has a nice little seating space. And then, of course, an upstairs area as well. That's pretty cool, the windy staircase. But overall, just an amazing property. So if we kind of go through the details here, one thing to note is they do want 2 months security deposit and 1 month rent. Those are all things that can be negotiated, but it is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's in a good location, close to the beach. It's available now. Parking is a driveway. They are open to a longer than 12-month lease. Air conditioning, no HOA. They are open to a lease option or seller financing. So let's just say when you guys sign your lease agreement, you guys put in there an option for you to purchase the property at a later date. So you could actually lock in a purchase price now. If the property does really well, you can use those profits towards a down payment to then purchase the property later on. So then you'd own it. That's your asset, and you already know it's successful. So that's one of the great things about this is they are open to it. Again, over $100,000 in yearly projections, swimming pool as an amenity, and then washer and dryer is included. Now, if we scroll down even more, with a 15% buffer towards expenses, you're looking at over $2,000 in monthly profit. A great opportunity for anybody that's looking to pick up something in Florida. Fully turnkey, furnished, over $100,000 projections, and a swimming pool. Great opportunity here. There's not much else I need to say about it, but if you guys have any questions, you can reach out. This is Pompano Beach 1165. Now, going into the last opportunity, we're going to hit Missouri. And, some of these states that aren't as popular, like Missouri, Indiana, Michigan, they actually are hidden gems. Although they're not generating these crazy numbers like maybe the Floridas or the Californias when you get a really good deal, but they are consistent. And that's one of the most important things because they are not too high, they're not too low with their seasons. But in Kansas City, Missouri, we have an opportunity where you can just tell based on the photo that it's just a beautiful property. So $2,190 in rent with yearly projections of a little over $42,000. Now, if you go through here, just beautiful. It's really nicely put together. It's clearly been renovated. Whoever did it did a great job, but it still has that charm to it. Now, if we just go through here, it is going to come unfurnished, but those photos should already give you a good idea on how you can design it to make it stand out. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and think about that. This is a little over $2,000 monthly rent, and you're getting a 4-bedroom property in a phenomenal location. I mean, just look, it's so close to downtown, good areas. It's available now. They do want 2 months security deposit and 1 month rent, but it's in a fantastic location, like I mentioned, walking distance to some of Kansas City's best restaurants on the Southwest Boulevard and great Kansas City views, as you can probably see from some of the photos. Parking is off street. They are open a longer than 12-month lease. Air conditioning, no HOA, and washer and dryer included, all the main things that you would want out of a property. So if we just scroll down to the potential income, again, the rent is $21.90 with a 15% buffer towards expenses. And based on these yearly projections, you're looking at over $1,000 in monthly profit. You're basically profiting about 50% of whatever your rent price is. So again, this is a great opportunity. Missouri, Michigan, Indiana, all these different states where people aren't as focused on, they're very consistent states. So when you get a property and you furnish it nicely and you run it well, it's very likely that you're going to get consistent bookings and you're going to have consistent revenue. You're going to be able to scale your portfolio a lot easier. So I hope that this was helpful. One thing to note is that if you guys go to our properties page and you are not seeing over 170 properties available, it probably means that you're a standard user. So standard users only have access to single family homes, townhomes, and condos that have been on our site for a month or longer. If you are looking to see all 170 plus properties, including apartments, all in real time without having to wait the 30 plus days, then be sure to check out our paid membership options. We have 3 tiers, which all give you access to everything that we have available in our inventory. In addition, the 2 top tiers give you discounts on different acquisition fees, and the very top tier gives you customized searches every single month in the event that we have a deal that may not fit your needs. So if you guys have any questions about this, if you'd like to learn more about any of the properties that we just mentioned to you, be sure to reach out, and we'll see you on the next one.